Ahoy and welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and all you fantastic folk out there here in Oceania and the world. My name is Pike. I'm the proud, person behind the Oceanic Stream Slam, along with my fantastic crew that's been helping me build this fantastic little tournament that we run every single month. I can't wait. Am I actually muted? No. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm not muted. Are you muted? Am I muted? I don't know. Wow, that is kind of troll. My bad.
You're not.
I'm not. They're trolling me! Oh my god, the stream slam gets me once again. Thank you all so much for everyone who told me I'm not actually muted. Damn it, Cal, you had one job and it was to not piss me off. But guys, welcome! My name's Pike. I'm so proud to be joining you and hosting this July Stream Slam. Now, we have a very special guest that we need to introduce. It is the one, the only. Why are we playing this? You can't hear it. Only I can see it. The Rabidd himself, mate. Welcome. Can we transition over? Thank you. Guys, big shout out to Rabidd joining us on the cast, mate. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty excited. I haven't been on one of these before, and I'm really excited to see these players get some crazy comps going, some insane action, and some big team fights as well. So I'm really pumped. I'm really excited to be here. Well,
it's funny. It's the first time you said like you come onto the Stream Slam. It's always been a bit of a vibe, and you're sort of a bit new to the casting scene too. And I was like, I want to give Rabidd a good shot. We had some good times at QUT. We'll have to see what they're going to do. But what we've got to expect, Rabidd, and this is very new for you too. It's a best of 5. Fearless draft. I know we've done it before at QUT, but I think they were only best of 3s if I recall. So we're going the full distance here. Do you think it'll go to a 5th game?
I hope so. I think the 5th game was going to be the most entertaining if we can get there. I don't know though. Sometimes one team can just take these over, and it can be a complete stomp. But I hope we get to see some really interesting games today.
I have told a couple of the higher elo players in this tournament, if they start to win too hard, that they need to throw a little bit to get us to at least maybe a 4th
tone
game.
It down a bit.
Yeah, just like dial it back, like relax. It's a community fun event. I know the games are about to kick off at literally 3 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, so we got a little bit too much, but let's talk about our teams. Obviously, we're going to talk a little bit more about when we get into the game, but it is the Bardie Beach Bums versus the Deep Sea Griefers. Now, these are two teams that have both won Stream Slams before. The reigning champs, they had to come back for a little bit more love. We're going to have to see how they're going to go. Now, before the games have even started, Rabidd, who do you think is going to take home the prize? Is it Beach Bums or is it the Griefers?
I don't know. It's going to be close. Personally, I think the Bardie Beach Bums are going to take it away, just because I know a couple of the players there are a bit better, so especially their jungler. Here's a little tip. I actually coached him for a little bit, so I do know him pretty well.
True.
And I'm really excited to see him play today, so hopefully he performs.
Well, hot dog. Well, we are in Champion Select now as well, though, Rabidd. We're ready to go. What do you think of these overlays? Again, I like to get feedback on this. I'm trying to work hard on making this really cool for everyone. Do you like it? Is it a vibe?
I do like it. I think it's really cool. Better set out than what they had for MSI. Everybody did not like that overlay at MSI, so
I
definitely better than that one.
I didn't have that much of a problem with the MSI, personally. Like, I thought it was okay. Like, why was everyone pissed at it?
Oh, it's just the way they had everything down at the bottom. I think it was a bit much, and they didn't have, people weren't used to it, and things that people aren't used to, they're probably going to be a bit upset by. But I do prefer this one anyway. I wasn't a big fan of having everything in the middle.
Yeah.
As we see, first couple bans come out as well here. We have the Udyr ban. That's a target on King Cat himself.
Absolutely.
So that is the jungle target ban. Then we see a Victor and a Thresh ban as well. So some of these early bans, I'm guessing, will be targeting some of their main players or some one-tricks, stuff like that.
Oh, for sure. I think that's definitely the goal, especially with like a Victor in particular. They can take over a game pretty hard. Thresh, I think, is just a bit more of a priority pick on Salami there. Jack's taken off the board too, so a nice sort of spread across the board of bans.
Yeah, I like it so far. I'm wondering if we're going to see an Aphelios ban. Nekoya, a prolific Aphelios play, but the Ashe ban comes through instead. So I wonder if we're going to see that picked up early here for the Bardie Beach Bums.
Nah, they're taking away the Viego. This makes so much sense. I think they were trying to get it out of the hands of Conclusion, which is actually Lucian in this game. I'm pretty sure they're an OTP.
Yeah, I did check. Over 200 games this split already. Just on Viego, so definitely a one trick. I like taking that out of his hands, and King Cat can play it, so I think it's a very good pickup, first pick.
Look, what's going to be good into it, though, is the big question here, Rabidd. Like, what would you counter pick a Viego for? And that's a Bel'Veth instantly locked in.
There we go. Well, that answers the question. But yeah, aggressive junglers that can fight early and sort of invade and look to punish a Viego are really good. So stuff like Kindred or Nidalee, these things that can jump onto the Viego because he's not actually that strong in a 1v1. If you can put him behind early, these are really impactful picks. So I do like the Bel'Veth. Look for those early invades, fight some early scuttle grabs, and get that lead. So we're looking at their second pick now. I wonder if they're going to pick their bot lane on these second two, or if they're going to pick their mid jungle, or there's the Pike coming through. So there is the Pike. I wonder if that's a special pick just for the event, actually.
That is
Pike on air.
That is incredibly aggressive, if I do say so myself. I don't think we've seen a Pike like first picked like that in a hot minute. So Rat Trick, very confident must be on this champion, trying to get a little bit more of those dubs going. But a Pantheon is such a nice counter support into that too. But it can be flexed anywhere.
It can be top, it can be support. It could be jungle if we hadn't seen the Viego, but I'm pretty confident that will be going jungle. So I like this pickup though. It gives them own aggression in the bot lane, so they can fight back and not just have to sit behind minions and act scared. So I'll be interested to see if they're going to pick the Aphelios here, or if they're going to let it go through to the next phase where it will potentially be banned. They're going Jhin. There we go.
Okay, so we know Nicoya is that Aphelios one trick, loves to play. They're obviously saying, hey, we don't need to pick this first game. Let's save it for when we need to get the clutch wins out. But you know those bans are going to come in hot. So the Jhin, though, do you like it in this comp so far?
I don't mind it. I like the Jhin. I think having move speed is obviously very good into Pike. You sort of need someone who has a little bit of movement at least. You don't want one of these super immobile carries. And then the Lissandra picked up as well, so that'll likely be mid lane. These are very aggressive. They're looking for these skirmishes in this early mid game by looks of it for the deep sea griefers. And on the other side, Bardie Beach Bums, I think they're also looking to fight a fair bit, especially down the bot side, as we can see. So I'm wondering what their next bans are going to be, as a fair amount of these champions have already been picked, and we only have what is potentially the top end mid lane for Bardie Beach Bombs, and then the top end ADC for Deep Sea Griefers.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as what you sort of start banning out. Like, they're obviously looking at the mid lane for the Griefers, and because they've got the Lissandra, you want to get that prior pick early. But at the same time, like, I don't know what you'd look to ban. I feel like Pantheon is just such a weird flex that if they do need to send it top, they'll send it top. They're definitely not sending it mid. It's not good into Lissandra. It's game over.
Not at all.
But I guess it really comes down. Malphite's a good band, so maybe they're looking at a bit of a Silas angle.
They could. I think the Malphite ban could also be because if they want to flex this Pantheon top, you don't want to be into a Malphite. You're completely useless almost against a Malphite. So I do like the ban, and the Annie ban coming through as well. Very strong mid laner we've seen, especially at MSI. This champion is just press R, flash R, anything, and it's so strong. So I think definitely a good ban. I like it.
It's one of those champions that everyone should be learning. If you're a mid laner, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to be a good mid laner, just play Annie for about a year and a half, and you'll probably get to probably diamond just off that champion alone, because it is so straightforward. You will learn the game in its entirety. I learned that from my very first coach, and I played Annie for maybe 3 months, and I was like, this champion sucks. That was before it got really strong. But still, we're in the next phase of picks. Let's see what they're locking down, because it's the Annie Malzahar, Malphite, and the Caitlyn ban. What would you like to see on these sides?
Oh, I'm actually not quite sure. I think the Vayne, that's an interesting pick. You'd never see Vayne in these games. That wouldn't have been something that I would have guessed at all, actually. No matter what, I very rarely see this champ. A little bit of a fun fact, Vayne is the only champion in the game who has no AoE abilities or damage. The only champion in the entire game. So that's a little fun fact. This champion is very old, obviously, as you can tell based on that fact alone. But very good in certain scenarios. I'm not sure if I like it in this game, but it's definitely a fun pick and something that will definitely make the game very interesting.
Oh, but I love the Rumble here. And what do you pair it with? You've got so much CC. You need something that's going to have a little bit more. Even a Maokai could be kind of nice as well. That's going to just layer the CC down. You've already got your jungler that's going to say, oh, but a Swain could be phenomenal. Oh, this team's looking strong.
I do like the Swain pick, yeah.
Oh, why do you like
Swain?
Swain?
Shouldn't have much trouble into the Lissandra mid, just because obviously as you start stacking HP, you can't really get one shot by a Lissandra. It makes it a lot harder for them to gank. Even if you get ulted, you can still proc your ult before, so you're still going to be healing through that. It's just a good pick into a lot of these champions. as the Mordekaiser gets hovered here from Deep Sea Griefers and locked in as well.
And
So Mordekaiser locked into the Rumble top side. These are some hype comps. I like it. Lots of fighting going on.
Look, I want to talk about this top side because, like you said, that Mordekaiser right at the end is so big. But what does it actually mean into a Rumble? Like, who wins that matchup?
I think it is Rumble-sided until level 6, and then once the Mordekaiser can ult the Rumble, I'm pretty sure the way you play it is you wait for him to ult, and then you ult him back, and then his ult doesn't exist in the Death Realm, so you can fight him and not have to worry about it.
Oh my god.
So there are a couple of things about these matchups that make them pretty interesting, and we'll see a couple of these interactions, I hope, throughout the game. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I can't pick which side one draft because they're both such interesting drafts. They're pretty unique.
We could pull out some interesting facts, but guys, we do have the channel point prediction live. Go put in your predictions now to see who's going to win. Is it going to be the Bardie Beach Bums below me, or is it going to be the Deep Sea Griefers on red side below Rabidd? But still, we've got a couple minutes before we actually go in. Let's quickly talk about the ticking time bomb that you pulled out, that fantastic TikTok fact that we're just learning from Yuzu, is the Vayne. Late game Vayne is going to pretty much mince most of this game because they're all relatively squishy, maybe minus Swain if they build a little bit tanky. Is that a concern?
I don't know. I think it's pretty hard for Vayne to get ahead in this game. I think her bot lane is very hard. She gets outranged. She gets out-damaged early pretty hard as well. I don't see her having much luck in the bot lane at least. So they're going to have to get a couple of these winning skirmishes in the mid to late game and hope that she can get some items there. Maybe let her farm up and then see what you can do. But, I mean, there is a lot of scaling on that side. But on the other side, we also see a Swain. That's another scaling champion who has actual stacking. So he will get stronger and stronger. The more healthy stacks, he's going to get pretty strong. But, I mean, as we said, that's a Vayne. So health isn't really a big problem when you have a Vayne. No. The bigger problem is going to be getting all these high damage carries off her with the Jhin, the Pantheon, the Rumble, and the Viego.
Yeah.
She's going to have to play very, very well.
100%.
It's going to be scary, that's for sure.
But okay, now last question, make it real quick. Which lane do you think is going to be the most volatile? Who's going to win it the hardest?
I think it's going to have to be bot lane for me. I do really think that this Jhin and Pantheon should win this matchup pretty hard if they play it well, and I don't think that Vayne should really be able to play the game. This pick is very interesting. It's going to make that game a lot rougher than I think I would have liked.
I am pumped. Okay, guys, we are going to go to a short intermission, so stay tuned. We'll be right back with game number 1, Bardie Beach Bums versus the Deep Sea Griefers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is game number 1 of the Oceanic Stream Slam. You know Rabidd's excited for this. Look at that expression. The man has just got a big, beaming smile. He's got the Rengar kitty hat on, and we are here for it. Game number 1. Oh, Lucian could be caught out. Sneaky plays, Rabidd. Instant first blood. And this is why we love to pause the game and make sure things are working.
Yeah, that first blood is actually going to be pretty important. We see the Swain getting that early, so he can get his back off. I don't think you get too much from first blood in terms of gold, but definitely good. And it means that they get some good wards on these the jungle where they need. And yeah, that one on the red buff is going to be especially pretty good after Rattrix did spot out the one in the Raptor bush. I like it, but on the flip side, we see Cosmo Cato on the Vayne. He's invading on the bot side to get some vision of their own, which is good. This is something you have to do if you want to make the most of it. So they're going to also have some idea as to where the jungler starts. Definitely a good start for BBB, though. I like it.
Great start, honestly. Great start. I think it's what you want to see, right? Especially on blue sides, you want to get those early leads, the early advantages. But I'm also loving the coordination from both these teams. The strong vision picked up, like you mentioned. I think that cheeky one over here on the red buff, just making sure that they can see sort of everything going on, but also look at the vision all on this side. It's just absolutely chockers. They are tracking this jungler like there's no tomorrow.
I think they have to, because they know if this Belvath gets off with one good invade, oh, we've got something up on the screen.
That's my bad.
If he gets off one good invade and catches out Viego, it's going to be really rough for the Viego for the rest of the game. So I think this is really good coordination to identify what the risk is and how they can minimize the chances of that stuff happening.
Still early days. Ooh, nice trades though coming out. Hoots. This is actually really funny. So Hoots is one of my editors, and is always in stream, loves to play games. They're known for their very unconventional picks. Now let me maybe take a guess at what these. Oh my god, beautiful CC combo. Cosmo Cato. Would you like to take a guess at
And
what?
this is what I was saying.
Oh, no, you go, please, please.
So rough. Sorry, this lane is so rough early. Like, she's level 1 and he already a third HP. He's gonna have to pop the pot. Started with the cull. She knew this was gonna be rough, but this is not a good start.
Do you think it's gonna get any better?
Not for a long time. I think this lane is gonna be really rough for quite a while. Even after you get level 6, I think it's gonna be pretty rough.
Oh, nice cheeky little hooks though. I think Rat is, 100% hook rate right now, which is not the end of the world, but again, look at Thor just getting absolutely smashed out. Hoot's low on mana, makes it pretty hard. Now, Rabidd, talk to me about objectives this game. What team wants what? Where do you want to see DSG go?
Well, obviously, this is a Bel'Veth, so she does want to prioritize the grubs and the Rift Herald for her empowered form. You definitely want to make sure you're there, and the team needs to cover her for that. On the flip side, though, stacking dragons, we saw it all of MSI and EWC. Stacking dragons is the way to win these games, we've found. Super important, and especially when you have a strong winning bot lane like BBB does. I think that their chances of stacking dragons early is going to be very good for their whole game plan as a whole. We see they're moving up here. They're going to get a little vision plant there over to spot the Bel'Veth out and get him off that Skull Crab, make sure that their Viego gets the first Skull Crab. Oh, and he doesn't have flash either, so he has to be really careful.
It's actually crazy that they're already looking to go down bot side, and King Cat playing aggressive. Scuttle's already gone though, which is good.
Scuttle is gone. He did manage to sneak it, so that's pretty good for him. King Cat should just go to the other side and pick up the other Scuttle and get his reset off though, so not too bad. Honestly, it's pretty good for Lucian considering the start. The fact that he wasn't punished for having his flash down there on that Skull Crab is pretty big, so...
Oh, well, first dragon's coming back up as well. It is going to be a mountain drag too. The CC as well. Rat, Ignite, hit up. The trick has been tricked themselves. And that is second blood, actually. That's crazy. They're about to hit those feats.
And this is, look at this wave state. This is an absolute horror. Oh, Nikoya pushes it. I guess he wants to reset off, but they could have held that and had it pushed back into them, and it would have been so unbelievably rough. Kato would have lost like 3 waves worth of XP there. Unfortunately, they didn't hold that back, but yeah, this is the bot lane. This is how this is going to go. From my point of view, it's very, very rough. I don't see Vayne having much chance of getting anything, really. It's going to be hard.
They're playing for the late game. That's basically their goal right now, is survive, not feed, and just try and hold on. And I think that's a good game plan at this point.
They're still trying. On the top side, though, we see Bel'Veth looking for the invade on the Gromp. I'm not sure if they're going to get the smite off. Oh, he does steal it.
He did get it, but now it's time to fight it out. Let's see if the Bel'Veth's able to hold on. Again, it's so hard for Conclusion here, who is fighting the champion that they love to play. But now, Lucian's so close. It's so hard when he's Lucian, but he's actually a Bel'Veth. But his actual name's Conclusion, as Hook does land, tanking it up by Rat. Good CC. The knock-up is beautiful. What a chain.
Yeah, really good roam from Ratchik there, spotting out that the Swain was there. I mean, he had Flash and Ghost, but he just didn't quite respect the fact that he could get CC chains like that. Otherwise, he should have flashed a little bit earlier. And something else, so Conclusion is versing his Viego. He's a one-trick.
Yeah.
On the flip side, what that means, though, is that he knows the champion really well. On the top side, we see the ult coming out of Mordekai as the Death Realm.
Straight to the Death Realm, but Rock Enthusiast only picked up a little bit of granite there, because no kills secured. I'm gonna hit you with chat. You got to keep track of how many rock jokes I get into this series, because you can't have the name Rock Enthusiast without me mentioning like a meteorite or some sort of like fossil. It's just too easy.
There are a couple good names here. We got Thor. We can make some jokes off that, or Cosmo Kato, Rattrick, Salami. All these good names for this stuff. So I'm pretty excited. There's definitely going to be a couple things. Cosmo Kato has to be a bit careful. They're definitely stepping up pretty far. But now the level advantage after Hoots, when he got that kill earlier, it did give him the XP advantage, but that death there really cost him at least a wave and a half worth of XP, and he didn't have TP either, so it's pretty rough. And we see the Oblivion Orb has been picked up by Thor here, so I like that first pickup. It means that the Swain in his ult is going to get a lot less value out of it than he would normally.
I think it's just smart itemization, right? Because you also have a bit of healing probably coming out of Pantheon. The Rumble ult, the Equalizer, does come down, but a flash from Rock Enthusiast saying, no, I'm not going to walk over that. I don't want to cook up today. I'm not a volcanic rock, unfortunately. But now, straight in as the CC again. Both teams have beautiful... Oh, so close too, but Nadia does pick up the kill. Hoots has to flash that one out, but here comes King Caddy trying to get the lockdown flash from Thor 2. Hook does go sideways, trying to hold on, but Kid Cat gets out.
And I think they're going to pick up this first Drake. On the flip side, though, the Belveth should get the top side, and I don't think he's going to get to that Rumble in time, but he should at least get the top side camps from King Cat. Put him a bit behind there, and should get the grubs on the timer if Rattrick comes out properly. Yep, he's going to the top side. I like it. But first Dragon is huge. This is what I want to see from BBB.
Yep.
They've punished this this Pike pick. Very squishy, very easy to get caught out, especially by a Pantheon who just has a point-and-click stun like that. So really good pickup from them.
That is smart. And the best part is also a little bit more about the tournament. Oh no, Rattrick, he's just still level 4. Trying to flash a belt. He's walking on top of him. Oh, that's so rough for Hoots. But Overstep gets the punish. And that should be Void Grubs.
Yep, and she needs this. She's level 6, so the empowered form will be coming through. Sorry, I just almost sneezed. Empowered form will be coming through off this, so that's pretty good. Look at that, there we go.
Yes.
This Belveth is online now. This is a whole nother champion once you get this form, so now I really want to see the aggression pick up from Conclusion and some nice invades, some good plays will be coming off this. Wants to refresh this form as much as they can, make the most of it, make it last.
So tell me a bit more about this form. Like for those who might not know, tell me about the Belveth form. What does it do?
So when you get the Belveth form, basically you get your dashes go, I think they go a little bit further and you can dash over walls. And then you also deal increased damage on auto attacks. You get a whole range of things. I can't quite remember all of them, but it's a pretty comprehensive buff on your entire champion, and you're insanely strong when you have this form, way stronger than your base form. It feels very nice to play, so that pickup of those grubs is very important for her early game. I like it a lot.
Oof. Hoots still taking a big chunk of damage there from Thor, who has figured out the gameplay, right? The second you get hit with that hook, you need to try and hold on, but now Hoots gone back in. Oh my god, the frozen tomb is too much, but here comes Salami. A little bit of hot meat coming right at you, Thor, and you need to be careful. But no, King Cat as well, walking around the top side. You can see Rumble as well, making their way down, but Rattrick looking at Nicoya. Flash is available, trying to stay alive just a little bit longer, and they didn't catch Thor.
Yeah, Nicoya also getting out there. I mean, that is a Lissandra. She has her E. She has the mobility to get away there, so I think there wasn't much chance of them catching up. And I don't know if I like this. King Cat is kind of falling behind on his tempo here. He's not taking his camps, he's chasing kills, and in the meantime, the Belveth has just been farming up a Storm. If we look, he's already up 250 gold, even though he has a death extra. So, and now the XP lead. We see 2 level advantage for Conclusion on this Belveth, so it's gonna be very hard. Well, as we see a fight on the mid lane.
Wait, that's a double, triple hook, in fact, but now you can see they're going straight onto Rattrick, but now Shadowhood's trying to hold on. Just gets CC'd up, and nothing you can do is Lucian picking that kill up. Belveth Conclusion, it's the same person. Rock Enthusiast, very aggressive, taking some rockets, but now they're looking at Lucian again. The good knock-up hits 2 members, and they're chasing it further. And now Salami has to go over the wall. Oh, depth from below does not land. The blast is too good. Now they're trying to hold on as they knock back into the wall, trying to keep Nicoya. The flash over the wall. There's the curtain call too. No, but the reset is just enough for Lucian. King Cat wants to survive just a little bit further. Hook is good, but not enough. And they only pick up 1.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. We see a 1.1k gold lead
Equalizer,
in mid lane and 1k. Oh, just burned. The Rock Enthusiast has been melted to magma there, as we see. Yeah, 2k combined mid-jungle difference already in this game is huge. And this Belveth, once he gets this Kraken Slayer, now it's been buffed, he's going to be unbelievably strong. It's going to be pretty rough for King Cat and Hoots to fight anywhere in this mid-jungle.
I don't think Hoots is allowed to move in this game. What is going on?
And if you look at that Belveth bar, that is fully refreshed back to max duration. This is how you want to use your Belveth form. So he has another 180 seconds, 3 minutes of form time, just because he got those kills to reset it. Huge for his game.
Wait. The Ignite.
Fade away Ignite. And Rock Enthusiast doesn't even get an assist there. That's just a solo bolo from Rattrick.
That's always rough biscuits, is if I've ever seen it. But now, King Cat trying to hold on. But look at these voids that are just literally spawning. This is the power of Belveth, like you mentioned before, wanting to prioritize the grubs because you just get so much benefit from it.
Yeah, it is huge. And Cosmic Cato, even though he's a level up, he's down a lot of HP and he has to sort of hide under his tower. He's not getting all of those minions, so this lane, he's only down 10 CS, which actually does surprise me a bit, but 2 kills on Nicoya is also pretty good. It's definitely how I thought this bot lane would go, but it isn't as bad as it could have been. Vayne hasn't died yet, even though Rattrick has fallen twice on that bot side. The setup for this next dragon is also being set up as we see. Rattrick getting the wards out, getting his nice vision advantage here for his team. But King Cat is looking on this this bush here.
Oh, good little jump away, just avoids the stun. Still hit with the W, the what's that? Oh shit, how have I already forgotten what Jin's W is called?
Deadly Flourish, is it?
It is the Deadly Flourish. I knew it started with F. Now they're looking at Pike, Rat King. He's not going to be able to do it, but it's actually Rat Trick as well, because the curtain call goes through. Flash comes out. One shot, fourth shot does hit. 1 HP. King Cat is going to lock it down.
God.
Now you have the hook available. Now they're looking at Thor in the wrong place.
Oh my god, the chunk from that Lissandra was that was a lot of damage actually.
Well,
they're still looking to fight this by the looks of it.
They want to contest, but they're looking pretty low. Salami, flash forward. The stun is on 3 members. Nicoya is going to get their first death too. Lucian cleaning up after a huge play there from Thor. Equalizer now on the top side too. Who's going to win out the fight? Nadia on the rumble takes that home, and it just looks so good for DSG.
Yeah, it does look good. Obviously, their bot lane was a little bit behind, and their top lane still a little bit behind. So the game's not over. It's still 7 kills to 9 as Patrick goes and chases down King Cat, who's taking the Raptors there. I'm not sure. Oh, conclusion.
Conclusion
he is going to
coming
chase
in. Death from below does hit, but now they're trying to get a little bit more as here comes Salami. Hot Salami off the press, and now they're looking at this Pike. Rat Trick needs to be the focus because you could cancel out the reset. You're looking pretty good, but no, it's a Pike. They're slippery. They're out of here.
Yeah, that is another rough one for King Cat. He is falling, as I said, further and further behind in XP here, down 2 levels still. And the more that he's dead and he can't farm his own jungle when Conclusion can, the worse it's going to get. Especially with the item difference, so Conclusion will be clearing faster as well. All these factors are going to lead to a pretty rough jungle matchup for the rest of the game. It's going to really be up to Nicoya and Mattia to make the difference in these team fights and get some crazy rumble ults off. So I hope to see it though. So far these fights have been pretty interesting, pretty back and forth, as we saw that last one, Rattrick dying and then the engage from Thor, meaning the one team fight. So it is back and forth between both of these teams, constantly fighting. We've had so much action. It's only been 15 minutes. We've had more than a kill per minute. So
yeah,
this is what we wanted to see.
Welcome to Stream Slam, mate, where kills are everywhere. It is a bloodthirsty game.
Farm minions when you can farm kills.
That's right.
It does make sense, doesn't it?
But we are still seeing objectives coming back up. 3 minutes to the next drag, but we have got the Rift coming up. Oh, Rift Herald. Yeah, it is the Rift. My bad.
Yeah, Rift Herald.
Rift Herald has just spawned. 5 minutes now on Artican. Should be a bit of contention, as you can already see. Lucian is there. They're just going to get an easy prio on it, and it's already secured. Big.
Yeah, this Belveth getting... I mean, I think he might have still had his empowered form, but he just gets a refresh on that again. So when you're playing Belveth and your entire game is in your empowered form, it's pretty fun.
Flash had to be burnt.
Patrick taking a lot of damage from that. Dive set up on the bot side there.
They want to go for it. The CC looks good. The double CC chains. Can they land anything more as they miss the flourish? Now Salami's looking low. Can Cosmo actually just absolutely decimate this? But now look at Thor. He's chasing Hoots. He's walked back into it. The man's insane. But he's now going to be able to walk away. Gets the power up from the Dragon Soul of Cloud for the movement speed. Love to see it.
Yeah, both very close. Cosmo Kato, if he misstepped once there, he was just dead. So excellent footwork from him to dodge out on the Deadly Flourish and keep his life. And then on the flip side, Hoots with some interesting footwork as well, walking back into the Lissandra and still making it out alive. As Conclusion here should actually...
He should not have stayed. Oh my god, Nicoya. But look at Rat Trick. That is one easy pick there. Salami just needs to land the empowered Q. But no, decides to dive instead. Might have overshot it just a little bit. Now he's on the other side. Conclusion, knocking him up. Salami trying to stay alive as long as possible. They pick up Rat Trick. Now they're looking at Lucian. Can they get the... This Belveth is insane. Absolutely too much damage. The TP coming down from Rock Enthusiast. Honestly, Belveth's happy with that.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with that. You got the tower, you got a kill on Salami. This game is pretty good for him so far. They might even be able to get the tier 2 here if people don't respond. Okay, so they are coming across to cover it, but oh my god, the damage, it might actually still go down.
It might just go down as Hoots has to jump out, throw all the damage with that ulti available. They're going to lose the tower, now they can pull back in. 3 members versus 3, make that 4. Hoots is still fighting, trying to hold on, but no, Lissandra, Thor, holding them back. They do get the clone. But look at these bugs, man. They are everywhere.
Yep, this is the power of Belveth when you're ahead early. 7-1 and 3k up gold. Like 3k gold, I don't know how they're going to come back to this, honestly. Kid Cat is very, very far behind, and it's only going to get worse. They're getting the mid-tier 2s at the same time, making a top play at the same time.
Rad could not handle the fire, but they still trade 1 for 1. Cosmo now finally getting that first kill that they've needed for so long. But now they're looking at tier 3 in the mid lane. Lucian has gone legendary. Cosmo feeling so good to be on the board. And now they're looking at the first inhib, but now putting back in Rock Enthusiast. Still playing with Pebbles, but doing a good job with it.
Definitely tier 3 falling before 20 minutes. This is definitely a pretty one-sided game at this point. 6k gold difference, and the Dragon coming up now. They've already got one under their belt and 3 grubs, so it's looking pretty rough for BBB. And the Ocean Soul is gonna be, the Cloud Soul is gonna be so good for this Belveth, and the all of their team members really. They all really want that move speed. Vayne, she's going to be going in and out of invis, running around at Mark 10. It's going to be pretty crazy. So it's they need to pull something off here. They need to get some picks. They need to make something happen. The later that this game goes, the worse it's going to be for them.
It's just, well, that's what I said. It's the scaling comp, right? Like, no matter how the game goes, if Vayne can stay relevant at the 20-25 minute mark, they can do a lot. They haven't died yet. Like, that's the testament of a good AD carry. If you know you're in a losing lane, but you just say, hey, I'm just not going to fight for like 20 minutes, guys. Is that cool? Yeah, that's how you win the game.
The life of an ADC, suffer for 20 minutes, get 5 minutes of fun time, and then do it all again. It's a classic. Yeah, no,
that's my bad. Also, Alistair, no, there are no team lists available. It's just the teams that we have in here. This is all a community match, so there is really, like, there's no pro players or anything. These are community members who want to have a go at trying to improve in a team format and make some friends, which is what the Stream Slam is all about. But
it's all about community and making friends and...
Yeah. Best friends.
And getting your Viego stolen and making sure that you punish them for it, apparently.
Well, see, now that it's gone...
Now up to 4k.
Yeah, no, it's looking pretty rough, though. It's looking pretty rough. I know King Cat... I don't think King Cat is a jungler, or at least it's like their secondary role. Because, at the same time, Conclusion is a very high elo player. You've played with him before, Rabidd. You know who this person is. Hoots. Good flash out, actually. Could get him away. No way does he survive that. He's running. Oh my god.
This is the Ghost Swain technology, he just sprints it off.
But now Artican is up, it is being called to action. They get the knockback. If they can pick up the Vayne, the CC chain is exactly what the Doctor ordered. Rat Trick now as well, TP coming in. They're able to hold on. Thor wants to jump on here. Blue buff is available. Jumping, gets the double stun, double knock up, pull back, and a death from below. Calls it, but look at the burn! Thor's gone. It's huge. The curtain call summoned. Can they get a shot off? 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets nothing. And now King Cat trying to hold on to Lucian again. Wait, do you see that interaction? What just happened? Whoa, really he minced him. He minced him. Lucian's still going. The pull comes back. Shadow Hoots just does not have the damage. He's trying to hold on, looking to call you off to the side as well, trying to keep it alive. But Lucian is just the feast or famine and is taking the game by storm. Rock Enthusiast just threw a rock at Nikoya's head and burst it open like a sweaty pinata. And now they're taking a tier 2 in topside.
That is a pretty graphic image.
Yeah, I don't know.
We also saw that, unfortunately, Nikoya walked forward into the Pike stun right as the Mordekaiser walked around the corner. That is really unfortunate timing from him there. He thought it was clear, he thought he could chase down Rat Trick, and he got absolutely baited there, and the Atacount should fall as well, so... This game is falling further and further into DSG's hands. It's, that was a pretty interesting fight, though. I honestly had to split 2 of my eyes. I felt like I was going a little bit crazy trying to watch all of what was happening at the same time. The 2 fights on different sides of the screen. But very, very fun team fight and much closer than I thought, actually. An insane ult from the Rumble there.
Unfortunately, though, the gold is almost at that 10k gold lead. 5k of that is on the Belveth. 10, 1, and 5. That is 3.5 items completed, not including boots, Rabidd. That's disgusting.
Yeah, and especially with that Death Stance pickup, this guy's going to be so much tankier now, so it's going to be very hard to catch him out. That 1k shutdown, they kind of needed to get that before he got to the third item. It's going to get a lot more rough as the game keeps going on as well. Rat Trick running around. He's been a little bit of a rat around. He's trying to get some vision. He's sprinting around, trying to figure out where everyone is. This next dragon in a minute 20 will be a big fight. I expect to see at least a 3v3, if not a 5v5. Hopefully we get to see something like that.
I think almost to the point now, there's still, oh, rat in a trap, and you are gone. No cheese for you. I know that's mice, but it still makes kind of sense, right? Right, chat?
Yeah, I think it makes enough sense.
Okay.
Look at the minions here, the little creepy crawlies from Velvet.
Wait, they're going back in. They need to lock it down. There goes the absolute blaster of an equalizer. The curtain call as well. Fourth shot is available. They're so low. They get the shutdown. It's all on Nikoya. Now they pick up Thor. They need to hold the base and get the dragon at the same time.
Wow, that was just disrespect from DSG. They thought the game was over, so they thought they could just go and fight 3v5 and they get punished for it. That was really good from BBB to identify that they had to punish them on that timer or there was be no chance once the dragon was up. So yeah, this dragon should fall into their hands. The timers are... It's not that far because if Conclusion can get up and run there, he might be able to at least fight after the dragon is taken. And if they can get a good fight, I mean, we see two open inhib, or one open inhib and one all the way to... There's no second tier towers, as we can see. The game could fall from one team fight. It's very, very close, and BBP is going to have to be really careful that they don't all fall in a fight here, because it could be game over.
Yeah, look, the big thing here for Rock Enthusiasts is can you isolate the Viego so the dragon is not going to be available to smite, but dragon is gone. They've locked it down, beautifully timed, and now they need to get out of dodge. Hoots could be caught. Hoots is the concern. Sidesteps the hook. And they get out as well. Oh my god, I am nervous, Rabidd.
Wow, that is a big gold swing. We said before that it was almost an 8k gold difference. It's now down to about 5k. Still a fair bit, but that was a big shutdown that they got there. So King
10K.
Cat on his second item now. Yeah, oh, it was 10k.
It was a 10k
yeah,
gold lead.
They've definitely done well to bring that back to within 5k. So them also having two dragon here really delays the game if they can at least hold on for a bit. I'm not really sure if it's possible, but they've at least given themselves a fighting chance now, so...
They've stalled, is what I'm seeing, right? Like, they've stalled the game just a little bit longer.
They have, yeah.
It sucks because at the same time, still Vayne, still Velvet, still Mordekaiser, but still on the other side of that, you have a Rumble, you have a Swain, you can get a lot of damage off if they just alleviate and give space to Jin and Nikoya, but Salami's just dead. Oh, mate.
Oh. That should be a Baron over to the side of DSG.
Oh, flashes!
Flash on Nikoya from Conclusion.
But now Conclusion is locked out. There's a lot of members here. Sidesteps one. They can get a little bit more as Hoots wants the blood. They give it over to Nikoya too. This is the space that he needed. There's the Frozen Tomb. Can he get anything more? As it could be a triple kill. It is beautiful, King Cat. It's actually the Viego instead. They could look at the Baron.
They can, and I think that was a way overstep from Conclusion. They had the kill on Salami. It was a 4v5. That's a free Baron. Instead, he runs it down mid lane, flashes on Nikoya, and kills himself. Not so sure about that one. And something else that I forgot to mention is that off his last shutdown, he lost his empowered form, which meant that they needed this Baron to get him his form back. Him dying here and giving over Baron means that he can't get his form again, so further delaying this game. As each time this happens, it's getting worse and worse. Now the gold lead is going even further and further down, up to 3k gold difference, and I expect that will shrink even further now that they have this Baron. They should be able to pick up a couple towers. We see the outer towers are pretty low. I'd like to see some action here from BBB and look to push some lanes out.
Absolutely massive turn. They were trying to push top as well. You can see Cosmo trying to just push it out, see what they can do. Now Hoots could be caught out, but that is a rat who cannot escape to the crow. Rats versus crows. Is it crows? It is crows.
It's crows. It is crows.
Now the crows are dead. Sadly, that is a murder.
And Hoots might be an owl himself if his name is Hoots, so there's plenty of options with birds here. I think he could have picked anything and it probably would have been correct, so...
Wow.
Oh, look at Nkoya's items. Once he gets this LDR, it's gonna be very rough for DSG. He's already doing so much damage, and I mean, a 4-item Jhin is a very scary thing. So I would really like to see them get this 4th item on Jhin and then just protect the President and fight around him. And I think that there is definitely a possibility in still winning this game now.
I think they know, but at the same time, you can't ignore Vayne has completed full build. Bork and a Rage Blade.
Bork, yeah.
That's a full build
I
Vayne
think
if ever
he's
I've
going
seen
into a Terminus next as well, or maybe Kraken. I know that they got buffed, so I don't know. Maybe that's a new item that she could build as well. But yeah, this Vayne is still pretty far behind in items, luckily. Otherwise, if he was also 4 items, then I wouldn't be saying so much about
conclusion
this.
was this good flash out of Salami, staying out of dodge. The stun is nice. The equalizer drops onto 3 members. They can look at Rock Enthusiast cooked up and served on a platter, but no, they turn the fight. And King Cat is still able to lock that one down, as now they're trying to turn it around again. Martia getting some damage off. The hook is good. The pullback's even better. Nkoya locks down the Cosmo as well. Easy pickings. Dragon is about to spawn in 1 minute time, but you still have Lysandra up on the top side pushing. They need to respond.
They do. That's why Hoots is backing now. I mean, I don't really understand what DSG is planning here. They're going around in groups of 3, walking into 5 members and taking fights. It's definitely not what I would be doing if I was a team. So they've given all the plays are back into BBBs. We see the gold is dead even at this point in the game. They've come back from a 10k deficit. These are the back and forth games that only the Oceanic Stream Slam has. Exactly what we wanted to see, and oh my god, Nkoya is going to have his LDR after this. I want to see this next 4th shot just one-shot someone from 1k damage or something. I want to see something crazy now.
I'm worried for Cosmo, honestly, because they're the only one that's probably like in full 1-shot range. Like, they might have what could be like, maybe 2k health
Rattrick could die very easily as well. Rattrick level 12, he's only... I mean, you can't build health on Pike, can you? So that's a very squishy support.
But Dragon has spawned. They have already used quite a few ultimates, but a lot more coming back online. Equalizer is the big one. Swain still doesn't have that ultimate just up yet. They're trying to hold on. They're trying to land a little bit of CC. It's all about pick potential from both these sides. And you can see they are very happy to sit in bushes and wait it out. But the burn damage is imminent. Rattrick clearing it out. Again, no one wants to pull the trigger here, Rabidd, and I'm nervous.
Everybody's so scared of being the one that messed it up.
But it looks like Rattrick's trying to pull that one. You are just gone. You cannot pull this trigger anymore. That's the one with the 3-man stun, blowing them up. Cosmos picked up the kill. There's the equalizer dropping down. Rock Enthusiast is low. Lucius in the backside hasn't even been touched yet. He's waiting for cleanup crew. But Cosmo as well. Double kill for Vayne. Gonna be so worried. It's King Cat trying to hold on. It's just not going to be enough. And again, Lucian is that champion. Could you look to end? I guess Dragon's a great call in getting Soul onto Soul Point, but I don't know, like, they were trying to hold on.
14 seconds on Salami. I don't think they can look for the end, but that fight was crazy. I really honestly thought that fight was completely in BBB's favor after Rattrick walked up and just got himself killed. But the turn and the patience from conclusion there to wait until Nkoya walked up, until he was within kill range, and then just jump on him and make sure that he falls so that way the fight is won. Really well played from conclusion there. And Nkoya, I think he's worried now. He understands I have to be more careful than that even. That wasn't enough to win a fight. So all of these questions are being raised as the gold is still... It's only within 2k, so they have got the advantage back again, but nowhere near what it was. Definitely is still a close game.
Wait, yeah, you just turn around. You're a Pantheon versus a Pike. Rattrick, you gotta be a bit more careful than that, buddy, but... Thor. Solo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Huge in that
Lucian's caught out. Lucian could be caught out. This is level 18 to level 12. Going to be very careful. Salami is going to be minced down. Death Charge is going to be able to be good, but can they lock down this Bel'Veth? That is the one. The Equalizer's good, but no, Bel'Veth just jumps over the wall. Rock Enthusiast could be the next target too. Damage is nice. Getting that full Inferno, but now he flashes over the wall as well. Wait, he stood still. What just happened? Did he glitch out? But Nkoya got it.
He was in the Death Realm still. He was stuck in his own death realm. He flashed out. He couldn't walk away, and because of that, Nkoya picks him up. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, you hate to see that. You hate it. Oh, but still, good turn of events. Kills are looking solid. It's still only roughly about a 1.5k gold difference, Rabidd, in this first game of Stream Slam. I can't even determine what the outcome's going to be. We're 30 minutes in. We're headed into the late game.
I have absolutely no clue. Obviously, the Belveth is very strong. 132 stacks of Death as Lavender, but I don't know if it's enough. These fights, he's just been getting caught out. His team has been getting caught out. They need to make sure they fight as 5 and get some good angles onto Nicoya. As we see here, Conclusion has ran out of his empowered form. This next fight, he will not have it, so he cannot do the same flank over a wall if he doesn't have that form.
Fighter, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh my lord. Salami, you need to be so careful walking up because you have been blown up before. Just trying to maintain that good vision. Standing up the blue. It comes down to how do they get those locked down. Oh, Ratrik's low. But no, he does just sidestep. It does hide in the shadows. They really wanted that blue. But Baron is up. Rabidd, Baron is up.
And this will be a deciding fight. If either team pulls the trigger on this Baron, I expect to see a pretty quick 5v5 that will most likely just completely decide the game. If a team can get a Baron and a team wipe, it should just be GG. We see both teams down in mid lane have no towers except the tier 3s, so it's getting very close towards this end game. We see the Seeker's arm guard has been picked up from the Rumble. That should help him from getting one shot in these scenarios. He's been getting caught out.
Does land a little bit more as they land the CC. There's the Frozen Tomb. Equalizer, though, is good. Salami just doesn't survive it out. And now Rattrick is lands and hooks left, right, and center. And they get 2 for the price of none. And that is the best kind of discount.
It is. Hoots is... I'm not really sure what he was trying to do there. He sort of stood around with his ult out and then he got hooked back over after he was out. So that's pretty unfortunate. Rattrick, though, falling. So it's a 3v4, and it's a good thing that Thor recalled, otherwise it could be pretty rough. The curtain call coming out too.
Curtain did a lot of damage. Rock is low, like, and look at the CC there. The pop is beautiful. Looks like King Cat's trying to turn this one around. Thor has to go into that Zhonya's, but now trying to wait it out. They lock it down too. It's now on to Cosmo. God, Nicoya blasted him. And they turn the fight. They lose the Baron, but they still win the day. Can they hold on? As look at Lucian. Madia does use the stopwatch, trying to stay alive. King Cat trying to come to look to help out. Stun is good. Equalizes even better. Pantheon comes in. They lose the Baron. Rabbit. They lose it, and they could lose the game.
My God, I'd like to see a push mid here. There's still 20 seconds on an actual team member. Rattrick is a level 13 Pike, and at this point in the game, he's pretty goddamn useless, so he cannot defend at all. So if they rush down mid, there's also the dragon up in a minute, so there's not going to be any time for setup, and that should actually fall before Conclusion can even get to it. So it's going to be a 3 dragon to 3 dragon situation.
Oh my God.
And no Baron, everybody died. Oh my goodness, this game is being stalled out by both teams. Every fight is back and forth. It's insanity.
I think he just knows he's dead. Nicoya locked it in. Hoots used the ultimate, probably didn't need it there. But just to get those timers back again is real nice. Oh my God, Rabbid, if this is what we can promise from a first game Stream Slam, straight up, is this not one of the best tournaments? This is a best of 5, right? Anything's possible right now. This is crazy.
You can watch the LCK where they don't fight for 20 minutes and then everything's decided at the 3rd dragon. Or you could watch the Oceanic Stream Slam where everybody fights randomly, constantly, and there's 62 kills in a 30-minute game.
You don't know what's going to happen, and that's the beauty of Oceania, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Death Realm does get pulled. I think Hoots could just be dead as 3 members are now converging over the top of him. He's popped the ghost. He wants to get away, and he does just get hit with absolutely everything. But the dragon is slowly being taken down. They might be looking for a pick, but I think they just need to secure it. It is there. Lucian has got a little bit more. It is going to go over. It is a 3-3 dragon game. Now look at Rattrick. Does take 1 hit. Takes a lot of damage. Oh my Lord.
That wasn't even a full shot, by the way. That was a regular auto from the Jhin onto Rattrick.
Disgusting. But now, oh, looks like they are heading down mid. We'll have to see what their plan is as they can secure a little bit more. Lucian just taking the side of the jungle. They're recalling. They have to because they're pushing this objective. They're looking at these inhibs. Base has been open for literally 15 minutes. And they've only just taken that inhib. But now, looking to hold on. Salami does get hit. They've taken 2 inhibs now. They knew they sacrificed the dragon to open up the base.
That's a full build Belveth now. He is sitting on 6 items, including boots. So this guy is incredibly strong. But as we saw before, if he gets caught out, he can still get one shot. He's actually still pretty squishy to this team. It's by no means is he as strong as he was at the earlier stages of the game with his large advantage he had earlier. But Oh, I have no clue at this point. It's just whoever gets caught out is going to lose the game at this point. It's so close.
The best. Oh, that's a really nice double pull. The equalizer drops. Nakoya locks down the Pike, and now Thor's on the run. This could be game number 1 if they can look for a little bit more as Thor trying to stay alive. Rock Enthusiast is there. King Cat's chasing. He wants blood. The CC's not going to land. Pantheon jumps on in, and a nice pickup by King Cat. The base is still open though. Remember this is now they're looking down mid. Yes, there's super minions, but they can close out this game if they've got the skills to do it. What I was trying to say before though, Rabidd, is it doesn't matter if in a game like this, as it gets to late game, it's just your champion versus their champion. Items are built, it comes down to skill.
Yep, it sure does. And it looks like they didn't choose to go for the end there. I think there was definitely a pretty decent possibility of it, but
Cosmo.
they didn't want to risk it.
Cosmo's in a little bit of a sneaky spot, but picking up an inhib here definitely will help. But look at where Conclusion is, down on this bot side, waiting in the wings for them to retreat. But now instead, they're looking to go top side. Hoots taken over the wall, stunned up, good flash, depth from below misses. They take the tower. Now it looks like they're trying to back out, but no. Oh, yes, no, maybe? Come on,
This is
guys.
so scary. He's so low and he's still walking up.
Well,
Rat trick.
he's I
looking for
love that
something there.
aggressive.
He's such a rat.
That's the most rat play. But now, as the game is stalled, it's a quiet moment. Lucian gets caught out. CC change. It's going to do everything. King Cat locks it down. That's your carry. They can look to end here, Rabidd.
I think they can, especially with Rock Enthusiast walking up here.
King Cat can do it. The double tunes into the Maud. They're trying to keep their team alive as Cosmo is low. Turns around, the triple kill's nice. They land the CC and they're trying to give the Penta. They could actually give this. Oh, I love to see it, Thor. That's a quadra kill though, going over to King Cat. The jungler, he's been up against a master tier player this entire game, the entire series. And now he's looking for even more as now Rat is the eye. They need to get the pentakill for King Cat. He's done it. They've locked it down. And it's a huge turn for the Bardie Beach Bums. They were down 10k gold. They've come up clutch in this game 1. They're going to a game 2, maybe a game 3 and 4. But a huge play. Oh my god, Rabidd.
Well, that was just about the most exciting game 1 we could have possibly asked for. We got a pentakill in the first game. Oh my god. What absolute insanity from both teams. I'm just speechless. I have no clue what just happened.
Oh my god. Oceanic Stream Slam, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not trying to sign up for this next tournament, which is open right now, so if you guys would like to join in the next one, it is open for everyone. All you need to do is type !slam. There's the Google form to sign up. There might be some cool announcements coming to that very soon. My bot died again. That's okay, we're going to reset it. But still, okay, Rabidd. We've had a game 1. We need to take a short break because that was way too much for me. It's just, my blood's boiling. I need to cool off a little bit. Let's take a short break, guys. We'll be right back in about 2 to 5 minutes, roughly, as we get ready for game